My name is Lauren Jolly. I've been living with type 1 for about 30 years now. This is my mom.
Hi, I'm Susan Beverly. I'm Lauren's mom, and I'm the one that took care of her primarily when she was younger. Discovered her when she was diagnosed. She was in ketoacidosis.
DKA.
Lauren was always a very active girl and participated in a lot of different activities. She was in swimming and dance and skating, and so we were always on the go, always very busy. That weekend that she was diagnosed, she actually went and stayed with her friend and went to swimming class on Saturday morning. I really didn't notice anything unusual or out of the ordinary with her until I went to swimming class, swam over to the edge of the pool and said, "Mom, I don't feel good." She was in the diving pool, which is a 20-foot deep pool.
I do remember swimming over to the edge and barely making it.
Yeah. So we went home. She didn't feel too good. I thought maybe she had the flu. She went to bed, and I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning to check on her. And then at 6 o'clock in the morning, I got up to check on her. And when I went into the room, I still get very emotional when I think about that, because I can still see that picture of her in my mind. She looked like a little skeleton laying on the bed, gray and ashen, and she was panting. And she said, "Mom, I don't feel good." And when I got there, they said, "We can't take care of this. She needs to go down to Children's."
I remember my dad carrying me. I don't remember the car ride. I remember him carrying me because it was cold. It was winter. It was November 23rd. And I remember my dad carrying me from the car to the room. And I remember thinking, oh God, this air feels so good, because I was just so sick.
And they said, "Your daughter has diabetes, type 1 diabetes." And I said, "That's impossible. That can't be." I didn't think that kids could get it.
I remember the nurse coming and telling me that they were going to start an IV so that they could get me some fluids. And I just remember like the relief of having that IV, and I had lots of abdominal pains. The relief of having that, and then getting to the hospital. I don't remember being in the emergency room. I remember looking at the tile on the wall. Of all the things, I remember seeing the tile on the wall in the emergency room. I remember thinking, I'm never going to be able to have another piece of birthday cake at my friends' birthdays.
They wanted to send her home the same day. And I said, "No, I don't know how to take care of her yet." So they did instruct us in what to do and made us practice on an orange.
It was scary. I remember trying the injections on the oranges and thinking, I'm never going to be able to put a needle in my body myself. I don't even know if I did my own shots until I was probably 12. It was a couple years before I got brave enough to do that.
She's done so well, and she's so good about taking care of herself now that she's doing great. So I'm very proud of her.
Thanks, Mom. I remember there was a birthday party shortly, not a birthday party, but back when kids could bring snacks and birthday treats. There was a little boy that brought cupcakes, and his mom sent an apple. And as a mom, like, how sweet is that to think, oh, there's this little girl in class, she probably can't have a cupcake. I'm gonna send her an apple, but that crushed me. That was super hard to have something different as a little kid.
You mad?
Oh yeah.
You never told me that you were mad.
I think I'm still mad about it.
Yeah.
It never changes.
And you can never forget about having it. It's something you deal with every day.
I think I forget that other people don't have it. I look at myself and I see my gadgets on me, and then sometimes you just like look at other people and assume like, oh, he's in his swimsuit. Why don't I see a pump on him or something like that? So it's just interesting to just sort of realize that it's just different. Yeah, Frankie. All right, this is Georgie. She's 3 years old. She's spunky. And then this is baby Frankie. She's 1.
And they work at the Eden Prairie and Inver Grove TGKs quite a bit.
This is Andrew, my husband of 13 years, almost 13 years.
Yeah.
We've been together for 22. And Andrew wants to tell you the story of one of our first dates.
Well, we were driving in the car one day. It was like the first time we really hung out together for multiple hours. And she pulled out a needle, an insulin needle, and
A pen.
and shoved it right through her pants into her leg. And I was like, oh, what's going on here? And then that's how I found out that she was
And
diabetic.
I said, oh yeah, I'm diabetic.
So it was kind of alarming, and we actually talked about it a lot that night.
Yeah.
The history and how it happened and how she found out, and kind of went from there.
I remember how it happened, but I asked Andrew, I said, do you think it would be something that we could entertain, doing a roundup campaign for JDRF for the walk and doing a TGK walk team? So I put together an email and talked to Troy, and he said, yeah, let's do it. So it's been really great to have the support of all the stores and of course the Kaplan family. It really means a lot. A lot. And everyone in the company. So I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart.
First time in a month. I'm just kidding.
Oh,